Hey, good morning. Russell of Hotels going live just for a couple minutes. You guys know how I do it. This is the daily check-in with Russell of Hotels. It's live on LinkedIn and YouTube. Hope you guys are doing well. Hey, the comment section is open, so feel free to make your comments. If you're on YouTube, well, I'm live on LinkedIn as well, but you guys know the situation with the comments on LinkedIn. So feel free to make comments on LinkedIn. I appreciate that because it's all about that interaction, right? I want you to be involved, but I just cannot respond to them in real time. But if you're on YouTube, if you follow me on my YouTube channel, you subscribe to the channel. In fact, if you don't do that, you need to do that, right? Just go to YouTube, go to Russell of Hotels, hit that subscribe button, bing. And once you hit it, you get notification that, I'm going live, all that kind of stuff, right? So you'll know. So you don't miss anything. You don't miss that important stuff that I'm talking about. But anyway, so you can make comments in real time on YouTube as well, right? So they'll pop up on my screen and I'll put them on the screen so the whole world can see the comments. So there you go. So that's why it's all about the engagement. I love engagement. I love to engage. So why do you think I'm doing this stuff? I want engagement. Give me engagement. So anyway, enough of that drama. Anyway, every time I do one of these daily check-ins or on air with Russell of Hotels, which is my other it's a live hospitality talk show that everyone's talking about, right? On air with Russell of Hotels. I just did show number 299 on Tuesday. This coming Tuesday or next Tuesday, it'll be show number 300. I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. Probably just the show number 300. Getting from 1 to 300. Who would have thought? Who knew? All that stuff, right? So a lot of emotions gonna be coming through. No. I'm gonna get emotional. I don't know. I just don't know how I'm gonna be feeling that day. But it's gonna be exciting, though. I know I'm being funny. Yeah, of course I am. But it's gonna be good. So anytime I do a daily check-in or on air with Russell of Hotels, I'm bringing a hotel along with me, so you'll know that it's there, right? So it's all about brand awareness with me. So I'm always gonna showcase a hotel that I've been to, that I have experienced, and the note here that I'm gonna give you that I will display, or I will not showcase any hotel that I have never experienced or been to before, right? So the Hilton Culver City is the one today. And people may say, Hilton Culver City, what is that? Well, it's in Culver City. They call it, I guess the official name is Hilton Los Angeles Culver City. Well, but if it's in Culver City, so why not just say Hilton Culver City? If the address is Culver City, that's what it is. But people may not know that Culver City is basically a suburb of Los Angeles, right next door. In fact, it's located, like, I probably can walk there in about 15 minutes from my house. So it's probably the closest hotel, one of the closest hotel to where I live. So it's right there on the corner of, for people that have been to Los Angeles, it's on the corner of Centinela and Sepulveda. Now, Sepulveda is the major street, the major artery that goes into Los Angeles Airport, or LAX that everyone calls it, right? So it's in fact, I would recommend or refer this hotel because it's away from the airport. Like, say if you needed to be, close to the airport. Well, this is still close to the airport, but it's just not in the airport. There's a lot of other hotels that are great, that I love, that are in that corridor, the airport corridor. This is maybe a couple miles outside of the corridor, but it's a straight shot in. So say you had to do Uber from the Hilton Culver City, it'd be a straight shot. You're going south on Sepulveda, and Sepulveda takes you right into LAX. So, and the good thing about this hotel is there's tons of restaurants within walking distance of this hotel. Restaurants, there's a movie theater, and then there's a mall right there too. What's it called? Westfield Plaza, Westfield, whatever the heck it's called. But there's a lot of stuff within walking distance of this hotel that you don't have in the LAX corridor. Who wants to walk? I mean, you can walk the in and out if you want to do that. That's fine, but that can be kind of dicey too, or tricky because there's a lot of traffic. That's what I mean. It's a relatively safe area. It's just that not safe from the cars. I mean, you have to walk across, but people do it all the time, so no big deal. No big deal. So any hotel you stay in Los Angeles will be fine, but I'm just saying Hilton Culver City. I'm giving you a little reference for the hotel. Why I would recommend staying here versus LAX is that there's a lot more to do in this area opposed to the LAX area. So there you go. And this hotel just went through a renovation, a major renovation, maybe 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, and it's still in good condition, right? So very good condition. Like I said, it's right down the street from my house. So anyway, there you go. So once again, I never showcase a hotel that I've never been to before, and of course, I've experienced this hotel many times. Okay, so there you go. Let's move on. And these daily check-ins don't have to be that long. They tend to go about 15, 20 minutes. If they go about 30, either someone came on, they're asking questions, or I'm just talking. I'm just long-winded, and I need to talk to somebody. And that's normally the reason why. The difference between 15 to 20 minutes or over 30 minutes, it's me. I'm the one that's talking. But no, if there's people that are engaged in this conversation or the conversation we're about to have, that's what it's all about. So I'll be here an hour if I needed to be. So anyway, top 50 social media influencers. I mention this all the time because if I didn't mention it, you would know, right? So it's all about creating that brand awareness, not just for the hotels that I create brand awareness, but what about my brand? You got to create for you too. You got to, create for you too, not for you too. You also, not you too, not YouTube, but you too, meaning you also, or me. So just like the 9 people on this page right here, I'm one of those people on the page. If you look closer, you'll see me, right? You see where I am? But anyway, yeah. So and there's another, like I said, this is just 6 people, but there's total of 50 people that were recognized, and a lot of these people at least 2 people on this page I've collaborated with. I mean, they're international. Everybody's international. It's a global thing, right? So I just appreciate the International Hospitality Institute for the recognition. Dr. Jeffrey O. Appreciate the recognition. So. But like I said, if I didn't mention this, if I didn't say this, you got to toot your own horn sometime, right? You got to put your brand out there. And if I don't do it, no one else is going to do it for me. And I shouldn't expect anyone to do it, because the more excitement that I generate about my brand, the more people are going to get excited about my brand. I mean, it's the same with hotels. If you're excited about your hotel brand, other people are going to be excited too. But if you're not talking about it, you're not showcasing it, you're not bragging about it, well, then they're like, okay, well, what is this hotel, right? So it's all about that brand awareness. It's all about that visibility. And that's one thing that I always strive to do, is to be visible. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I'm coming up on show number 300 of my podcast, On Air with Russell of Hotels, because I wanted to be visible. I want to let people know what I do, who I am, what I do, and how I can help them. So there you go. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. The blog. Okay, so there's a blog as well. This is the lobby or front desk area of the Hilton Culver City. But I have a blog, right? So just go to my website, russellofhotels.com. All my information is there. My phone number is there. Of course, my email is there. And there's a blog, right? So anything that I talk about normally on the daily check-in with Russell of Hotels or on air with Russell of Hotels, if there's a topic, the topic will be on this blog, right? And no different than today. Whatever the topic is today, it's already there, right? So go and check it out and see what I'm going to talk about. And you're like, oh, I already know what you're going to talk about. I don't like that subject or that topic. I'm done. I'm out. You have that, you have the option to do that, and that's fine, right? But no, all my information will be on the blog, and all the information about me and the hotel or the company and how I started and what I do, all that stuff is on the website as well. So if you didn't want to look at the blog, you can just go russellofhotels.com. You'll see so much information on there. You'll be like, damn, it's something else. One thing that I'm working on is the affiliate page, right? I'm trying to get more hotel affiliates so I can, display those hotels as well. So if you're a hotel that wants to be displayed on my affiliate page, feel free to reach out to me. And like I said, my email and phone number are on all over the website, right? So just feel free to reach out to me and we can have a conversation about what it takes for you to get on the website or on the hotel affiliate page. Okay, so we can talk about those things. The topic, always got a topic, right? What's the topic, Russell? What is the topic? Oh yeah, I got my hat on today too. Right? Oh, I had a hat on yesterday too, but this is a different hat, right? So it's black on black. Can you see it? You can see the Russell of Hotels. It's not really elevated. It's kind of a little elevated if I touch it, but I just wanted to see how that was going to work. The black on black, you know, I mean, it's not as visible as I would have liked, but you can see that there's some indentation there. So anyway, I'm experimenting with different styles, different hats, but the new logo will be the script, right? So, and then in the back will be the old logo, my OG original logo. Okay, so I already got hats made up for that. I just didn't wear one today. I wore this one. So anyway, yeah, and these, you know what? And these are going to be available, right? So if you want to buy a Russell of Hotels hat, I'm going to start getting Hospitality Unplugged and all this stuff, right? So look forward to seeing those. That'll be on the website as well. So why I attend fam trips. So the topic of the day is why I attend fam trips. What the heck is a fam trip? Well, before I even say that, I've been invited to a fam trip, and that's why you see the logo Discover Coronado, because Discover Coronado invited me to go to a fam trip. Actually this Sunday. So I will be there for not the next, but from Sunday to, I think I come back on Tuesday if I'm not mistaken. So looking forward to that. Shout out to, Discover Coronado, to Shari. Appreciate you, the invitation. So, okay, why I attend fam trips. But before I get to that, what the heck is a fam trip? People are like, what is a fam trip? What is a fam trip is short. Fam is short for, we're big on acronyms, right? Or we shorten words. Fam or familiarization. Okay, so instead of going through the familiarization, you just say fam trip. Okay, it's a fam trip. Okay, well, the fam trip is to familiarize you with that destination and everything that destination has to offer. If it's hotels, if it's restaurants, if it's sporting events, convention center, whatever the heck it is, a fam trip is dedicated to educating, like meeting planners like myself, or like I'm a hotel site selection person, or meeting planners, hotel site selection, whatever, people that are interested in that destination, people that are interested in bringing business to that destination. In my respect, or my business, bringing group rooms or a group to this organization or to this destination like Coronado. So if I experience it firsthand, I'm more likely to go back, to my client and say, hey, you ever thought about having something in Coronado? No, I haven't. I haven't been there in years. Oh my God, the hotels there are great. I stayed at the Loews and blah, 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 blah. You're like, oh my God, this is firsthand information, right? Okay, there you go. So anyway, a fam trip is a hosted travel experience designed to give travel advisors, meeting planners, event professionals, media representatives, or hotel site selection people like myself a firsthand look at a destination, hotel, or venue so they can better promote and sell it. That's what it's all about. It's all about their promoting so we can go out and promote it, right? So here's what a fam trip typically includes. What does it include? Complimentary hotel stays. Yeah, they invited me to come, so I'll be there for 2 nights, right? Site selections of multiple property or venues. So I'm going to see, I want to say it's like 3 or 4 other hotels. I'm staying at the Loews, but I'm going to be looking at other hotels and other venues as well. Meetings with hotel sales teams or DMO representatives. Yeah, Shari, my contact is with the DMO or Discover Coronado. That's the CVB, Convention and Visitors Bureau. They're basically the tourism arm for the city of Coronado. So their job is to promote the destination. Okay, so I'm going to meet with hotel salespeople as well as the destination representative, who is, in my case, is Shari with Discover Coronado. We'll have tours of local attractions and experiences, meals and hosted events to experience the hospitality firsthand. I mean, those are things that take place at a fam trip or on a fam trip. What is the goal of a fam trip? To educate and inspire hospitality professionals so they can recommend the destination or property with confidence. Understand logistics like accessibility and amenities. Those are very important form relationships with key partners and vendors? Of course, that's why we're going. We want to form the relationship. So when I do have a group that comes up that, they're interested in Coronado, I say, hey, I know Shari over there. Let me give her a call. Or I've been to the Loews. You ever thought about the Loews? Okay, there you go. Who hosts fam tours or who hosts the fam trips? DMOs, like Destination Marketing Organizations, CVBs, Convention and Visitors Bureau, that's what that stands for. Hotels and resorts, like the Loews or whoever else, whatever hotels would be doing that. And cruise lines, they also do that as well, right? I've been on a fam trip on a cruise line before. I think it was like Carnival or something like that years ago. So a lot of different, anything within hospitality, they will do fam trips because they want you to come and experience so you can go and promote on their behalf to your clients. That's basically why. So now that I said all that, why I attend fam trips? Number one, firsthand experience of the destination, just like I just said a while ago, right? So I'm going to be there for a couple of days. So I'm a captive audience, right? So they can just feed me everything, like information, food, what we're known for. These are the hotels that we have. I mean, all these things are going to be great. Number two, build relationships with key hospitality partners. It's important that I know, if there's transportation, maybe I have a contact for transportation. Maybe I have a contact for, the hotels that I went to, the sales managers or director of sales and marketing, and for the DMO itself, right? So for Discover Coronado, I need a contact for that, right? So it's building those relationships. And it's not just a one-time thing. I go there and then that's it, right? Hopefully we continue the relationships because that's how you build that trust, right? They're still sending me information. They're updating me. Oh, this hotel's undergoing a renovation. So I still know what's going on. So that's the key part, right? Because I'm not going to walk in there, just, oh, okay, I got this group here, Well, I have to know about the destination before I can refer it to my group, right? Or my potential group. So, it has to be a constant. I have to keep in touch with them and they need to keep in touch with me after the fam tour is over, right? Sometimes we forget that we spend all this money and we invite all these people there and we whining and dining and all this stuff, but then that's when it stops, right? Once they leave and go back home, we never send them anything else again. We don't do correspondence. We don't call them. We don't email them. We don't do anything, right? Well, no, we have to continuously do that because we want them to not to forget. We want them to be top of mind, right? So that's where, sometimes the communication stops or it ceases, right? We don't want that. After it's over, we still continue to communicate and have conversations and maybe come on the show, right? There you go, right? I thought I'd just throw that out there. Or maybe there'll be an affiliate. I'm just throwing that stuff out there, right? Hey, who knows, right? So it's all about 1 and 2, firsthand experience of the destination. And number 2 was build relationships with key hospitality partners. Number 3, and this is all about me right now. Other people will do the same thing, other meeting plans, whatever, they'll do the same, but it's all about me, right? It's not about them, it's about me, all right? So number 3 is create content and boost credibility. Be visible, right? So my job is to stay visible and let people know where I am, right? I don't have a problem with letting people know where I am, what I'm experiencing, right? And like I said, in a couple of days, I'm going to be experiencing Coronado. So, and I will be creating content. In fact, I'll probably be doing a couple live shows from there as well, right? Different points of interest or different hotels, maybe in the lobby, whatever. I'm going to be doing that. So that's what I do. Now, some people don't do that. And like I said, this is about me. It ain't about them. It's about what I do when I attend fam trips or conferences and conventions. And when I do my meetings, I'm still talking about what I'm doing, where I am, all those kind of things. So that's important. Visibility is important, not just for me, but for the hotel or for that destination as well, right? So that's one thing that I bring with me as a meeting professional, as a hotel site selection company owner, right? I'm bringing the fact that if I'm there, I'm going to create content and I'm going to send it to everybody, right? Because that's what it's all about, right? I'm going to be on LinkedIn. I'm going to be on YouTube talking about. I'm going to be on IG. I'm going to post it on Facebook as well. I'm gonna do a TikTok. I mean, I'm gonna do all those things because that's what I do for every destination, every hotel that I go to. So nothing's gonna stop, right? So that's, I guess, that's the difference between me and other people, right? I do that. I'm all about the visibility. I'm all about creating content. It's not just creating content for me. It's creating content for the hotels, the DMOs, the just the destinations that I go to. So that's why I attend fam trips. So all the information is on my blog. So just go russellofhotels.com. All the information that I just went through, what is a fam trip? That's there. And why I attend fam trips, it's there as well, right? So you don't have to write anything down. You don't have to commit it to memory. Just go to my website, go to the blog, bing, and it'll be right there. So there you go. See, you know what? That was fun, right? And that wasn't that long, right? So I'm at 21 minutes right now. Didn't I say this goes about 15 to 20 minutes? Well, I'm a little bit over that now. So anyway, getting back to this. On air with Russell of Hotels. So show number 300 is coming up. So don't forget, I just got a message, an in message on LinkedIn from Doug Caldwell. Doug Caldwell is he represents the Atlantis Hotel, or Atlantis Resort in the Bahamas. Okay, what a tough job he must have, right? So he he reached out to me. I guess it was yesterday, but I just saw it this morning, and I responded to him, and he said, "Hey, I want to be on show number 300." I'm like, "Okay, let's do it." So I said, "I'll send you the link, and you can come on for a couple minutes. Maybe he only has a couple minutes because he's going to be in Puerto Rico. Once again, it must be tough, right?" Okay, he's representing the Bahamas. He's going to be on a trip to Puerto Rico on Tuesday. Okay, so I said, I'll send you the link. You come in for a couple minutes and just say, hey, whatever, where you are, hotel, whatever you're representing, we'll do it that way. So if other people want to do that, let me know. I will send you my link, and you can do that too. So kind of a because I don't have really anything planned for show number 300 other than I will be in Coronado doing the show, right? So that'd be different, me outside doing the show. So so that's gonna be cool. But if people that that I know or would be interested in coming on and just giving a quick shout out to whoever you are, who you are, what you do, and how you can help people. That's what it's all about. So Doug can come on, talk about Atlantis for a couple minutes, talk about himself, how he got in this industry. Boom, done. A couple minutes, and he moves on. So there you go. So show number 300. I don't know, but I'm thinking it's gonna be fire, right? It's gonna be Tuesday at 1:00, just like all my other shows have been. Tuesday 1:00 PST. That means Pacific Standard Time. That means because I'm on the West Coast. West Coast is the best coast. I don't know if you guys knew that, but it is. But anyway, so that's the plan for. That's the plan for Tuesday. And once again, it's live on LinkedIn, live on YouTube. Okay. So we're close to the end of this show. But anyway, any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me. My email is russell@russellofhotels.com. Of course, my website is russellofhotels.com. Everything is about, and my hat is Russell of Hotels. Boom. So you can't expect results if you're hiding. Visibility is not luck. It's strategy. It's strategy that I do this show. It's strategy that I do on air with Russell of Hotels. It's strategy that I'd have this web series called Hospitality Unplugged, which I've done 15 different episodes of that. That's kind of the progression, the career progression of Russell of Hotels. Starting off as Russell Edmond and ends up as Russell of Hotels. How did that even happen, right? Where'd that even come from? Well, that's what this web series is about, right? Basically going from Russell Edmond, the student at Cal Poly Pomona, to Russell of Hotels. I left working on property, started my own business, and started doing my own thing, right? Helping hotels, helping CVBs, creating this brand awareness that everyone thinks that everyone knows their property exists, but they don't. They don't know that, right? So just like I'd be a fool to think that everyone knows Russell of Hotels. No, everyone doesn't know. There's some people that do. Yeah. Do I need more people to know? Of course I do. So that's why I do what I do, right? That's why continuously I have 2 shows during the week and I do the web series. That's 3 things. That's 6 days a week that I'm doing something, right? That I'm posting something, that I'm doing a video, that I'm talking about something, right? Because it's all about visibility. And the same things for hotels. We think that everyone knows your brand exists. Well, they don't. That's why I showcase the Hilton Culver City. Not saying that that hotel is sitting empty, because it's not. But if you're not sitting 100% 365 days a year, then maybe you need to do a little more, right? Because that should be the goal. Is the goal to sell out every night? Is that the goal of a hotel? Let me just ask that. I don't even know. I don't know anymore. When I was a director of sales and marketing, when I was a sales manager, when I was a general manager, my job was to sell out that hotel every single night, right? And if I needed to, do things to be visible, go to meetings and do all these different things, well, that's what I needed to do, because the more people I talk to, the more likely they will talk to other people, and the more likely they will send people my way, right? So it's the same exact thing, for my own business. My job is to create visibility, or to be visible, and then it creates opportunities for me to do what I do, and that's to help hotels, right? So Hilton Culver City or any other hotel out there, my job is to let people know that your hotels exist, right? Or your destination exists, right? Because if you're not going to do it, well, that's my job to do, right? So if you can't do it, maybe you don't have time to do this stuff. Okay, well, that's what Russell of Hotels is here to do. It's here to create that brand awareness, create that visibility. Because what does visibility do? What does visibility do for a hotel brand or a hospitality brand? Visibility leads to brand awareness. Brand awareness leads to brand excitement. And brand excitement leads to bookings. And bookings mean revenue, at the end of the month, like, oh my God, we exceeded the budget. Oh my God, this is so great. Oh my God, I get that bonus. That's what we want, right? Isn't that what we want? So, but it starts with the visibility aspect of it. And sometimes we forget, we as leaders in hotels, like a director of sales and marketing, we concentrate more on we concentrate more on the director of sales, meaning direct selling, face to face, right? We omit the marketing part for whatever reason. I don't know why it is, right? We just call ourselves director of sales. I mean, we may have that title, director of sales and marketing, but how much marketing are you really doing? Okay. If you're not being visible, that's marketing, right? Creating brand awareness, that's marketing. That's what that is. Okay. So if we're not doing those things, and there's a lot of ways to do it, you can be in front of somebody at a conference, you can have one-on-one appointments. But how many people are you really reaching? Let's think about that. Are you using social media? Are you using LinkedIn? Are you using YouTube? Are you using, whatever platforms are out there? I can go through all of them because I use all of them, right? But let's just say my main 2 are LinkedIn, because that's business to business for the most part, and YouTube, which is the largest social media platform out there, right? The most people are on there, billions of people are on YouTube, right? So why not create something? Why not continue to be visible? Stop hiding. Visibility is not luck, it's strategy, okay? So there you go. Let me get off my soapbox here, right? And I said I was only going to be 15 to 20 minutes. Well, now I'm at 28 minutes. So anyway, that is it. Thank you guys so much for joining. Yeah, and I rant every now and then, but it's good information, and it's information we need to take serious, and we need to do more about it. Okay, so I don't apologize for that. It's because that's what it takes. That's what it takes to be on top, right? So even if you don't get the 100% 365, right? That's okay. At least you're trying. You're doing everything you can to get to that. You may not get it. You may not, reach the stars, right? But at least you're out there in the galaxy. That's a good one, right? Woo, every now and then I get tickled. Okay. I have to talk. I have to stop and laugh. Okay. Some of the stuff that I say, but anyway, that is it. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate your time. I appreciate the support from people. Once again, I'm Russell L. Edmond, AKA Russell of Hotels. This show, The Daily Check-In, comes on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then On Air with Russell On Air with Russell of Hotels, that live hospitality talk show, which goes about an hour, is every Tuesday at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So that means in California, it's at 1 o'clock, okay? Whatever, adjust accordingly. Wherever you're located, if you're on the East Coast, of course, that would be 4 o'clock, okay? So just make sure you adjust accordingly, and we'd love to see you on the next one. So, and as far as engagement is concerned. So anyway, you guys have a great day. Happy Thursday. And as always, peace.